Hey, it's your master cosmologist. I felt just enticed, shall we say, to pull some cards for Neptune coming into Aries. This is such a big deal. We have had Neptune in Pisces since April 4th of 2011. So if you can reel the story of your life back to April of 2011 and all that's transpired since that time. Wow, just what a huge journey we've been on into the great unknown, down the rabbit holes, in the fog, in the delulu, in all different distortions of reality, lifting veils, wearing masks, removing masks. um, and then to be tossed into this completely new energy of Neptune and Aries. Neptune is at home, it rules Pisces. So, Neptune going into this fiery, take charge energy is so foreign and so different than what we've been experiencing since 2011. The visual, I've been shown it twice now. It just came back in my mind. I saw it in bed last night and I just saw it again. So it's of value. I was seeing it's kind of like the difference between Poseidon, Neptune, riding a sea slug at the bottom of the deepest habitable regions of the ocean, very murky and dark, to Neptune surfing, almost like jet skiing on dolphins or sailfish, just zooming at the surface of the water and doing all these crazy moves. It's that drastically different if you can kind of conceptualize those two visuals I was given. As we wrap up the last couple of days with Neptune in Pisces, it leaves on March 30th, 2025, and it'll be there until like 2039. I don't know if it retrogrades back. It probably, I don't know, ish, 2039-ish. That's a very, very long period of time that it's going to be in Aries. But as we just wrap up the last couple days of it, I wanted to mention this insight about karma that's been in my awareness fields the last couple days, which is karma has nothing to do with anybody else. We have this misconception that it's payback and how other people treated you and clap back. But what it truly is 100% personal. It's all about the treatment that you've allowed and how you've treated others. It's not what others have done to you or what you're owed from other people or circumstances or blah, blah, blah. It's all about self trespass, self violation, and self demerits. Boom. Neptune and Aries right there. This is your life. Steer it. Be at the helm of your ship and master your ship, master your vessel. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not anybody else's responsibility. It's not anybody else's life, period, in any way, shape, or form. I think it's kind of the first little venture that we're going to be assimilating and swimming through, as it's not even like swimming, it's Neptune and Aries. But yeah, it's the first little nugget I think that we're going to have to encounter when Neptune dips into Aries. It does retrograde back into Pisces and will be all the way out in 2026. So we got a little bit more to kind of revisit, but let's go into some cards, see what we can glean. I'll see what I can do for you guys, and I'm going to see what I can do for myself here as well. I am a Pisces. I'm ruled by Neptune, so this is a big change, especially for us Pisces. I'm hearing to go with the Oracle card first. I'm going with Tarot of Curious Creatures and Dream Weaver's Oracle. These are the two decks I'm using throughout Aries season. Go with the Oracle card first. I'm seeing a specific card. I'll laugh if it comes up. Oh, it's a totally different, and I love it. I love it. It looks very Neptune and very Pisces. And I've never worked with this card before. It's never come up yet. It's a brand new energy for me. It says, when it's time to say goodbye. And it has a dragon with an axolotl. For some reason, I feel like this is a big, okay, so the very first hit I'm getting is this metamorphosis. Almost like this is a baby dragon more than an axolotl. And during the transit of Neptune through Aries, you become a mighty dragon. It's a transmutation and a metamorphosis energy. Let's see what the meaning of the card actually is, since this is a brand new card and it's not super intuitive. When it's time to say goodbye. Completion, endings, death leading to new beginnings, loss. The beginning was the ending was the beginning. It's the demarcation point. 29 Pisces, the end of the zodiac. 0 Aries, the beginning of the zodiac. So we are completing a very huge cycle. And the very first energy that we're going to have to go into is a goodbye, a sign off, or that type of energy is what I'm getting. So completions, endings, death leading to new beginnings, loss. When it's time to say goodbye, it's time to end one way of being and move on to a new chapter in your life. How perfect. This can be accompanied by pain because you have to say goodbye to someone you love, someone who has meant something to you, someone important. You may not want to let go, but you must face the loss and the grief and bless what was. Other times it's necessary that you purposefully put an end to something. Perhaps you need to walk away from an unhealthy relationship to be true to yourself, or maybe a connection has run its course and that is just how it is. Right now, you're meant to close the door on a part of your life so you can begin something new, something meaningful and designed for your beautiful self-expression, success, and happiness. You can be sure it's time for a different experience, a more aligned, authentic way for you to be in the world. You've come so far. Be brave and bless all that has come before now. Who will you become? So much magic awaits. I love that. I love the last two little segments there. We truly are closing a door and essentially stepping through a portal, a magical portal, that birth portal into a brand new iteration of ourselves. And the thing that has to be said goodbye to is who you have been, who you have known yourself to be for your entire life. That entire character is going to go through a magical metamorphosis, a radical redefining, a radical new expression. I get a lot of just new. An axolotl is such a unique creature, you know. Every animal is actually super unique and stands out in its own ways and is weird and strange, but there's some that we kind of put into the weird category or the different category more than others because we're so accustomed to, say, a cat. It's very ordinary to us. But if a cat crawled out of the woods for the first time ever, you would think it was as strange as an axolotl. So that's pretty deep. I feel like whatever strange little mutant creature you are is ready to emerge, and it's just going to start expressing itself once Neptune hits Aries. You have to be willing to die and to let that old self go for that new, strange, bizarre creature to emerge so that you really can start with a new slate and begin something new and become something new. Your beautiful self-expression. That's very Aries, very, very Aries. Beautiful self-expression. I'll reread the last paragraph just so I can refresh my memory what was popping up here. You can be sure it's time for a different experience, a more aligned, authentic way for you to be in the world. So Aries is all about authenticity. It's all about self-expression and being completely unique. There's nobody else like you. So what I'm getting here is everybody is going to radically individuate and not be so much like their peers and not like other humans. And you might see new forms and new bodies and new colors and lots of new and lots of strange and lots of shock factor. We are going through genetic changes, DNA changes. Expect the unexpected is one of the things I'm getting here. Be brave. Be brave. That's very Aries as well. It's hard to stand out. It's hard to be different. It's hard to be that unique. These are way showers. These are leaders. These are souls that are not afraid to unmask and unveil and reveal some things that might spook the collective. Very let your freak flag fly, let your true identity be revealed kind of energy. And it's going to hit you with a shock factor immediately at 0 degrees of Aries. Some souls might experience almost like an instantaneous radical transformation at that time that is a catalyst for these new forms and new beings and expressions to burst onto the scene. Who will you become? It says so much magic awaits. That's the Neptune part. That's the mystery. That's the unknown. You probably get the end result. You get to visually see the accomplishment towards the end of the transit, towards 2039. That's a long time. Aries isn't the most patient energy. I feel like it's going to have to get accustomed to some patience and awkward, weird stages going through puberty over and over again is one of the hits I'm getting with this card. In order to go from this to that, that's a bunch of life stages. That's a lot of shedding of skins and growing and changing. This is so cool. It's freaky deaky, but it's cool. Let's go with, and I love, okay, how this is just a tarot card in and of itself, the deck. The Tarot of Curious Creatures. Did I not say you're going to see new forms and new humans? The whole concept of this deck, if you've never seen it before, I love this deck. It's changed my life, is all these different human figures with animal heads and animal characteristics. So we are going to see beautiful new creatures, new humans, new forms. Get ready, prepare yourself. It's gonna get strange up on this planet. And people are going to be weirded out, and if they're not, look at, she came right off the bat. This is the Queen of Wands. This is Sekhmet to me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a very Aries card too. It's life force, it's bursting creativity, it's artistic, it's creativity and a proliferation of artistic wonders is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna look at the card guide just to see if there's anything that gets my charisma. And it's not the kind of charisma where you have to be the social butterfly or the life of the party or be the most liked or the most popular. This is the kind of charisma where I'll show you. Like this animal's charisma is different than this animal's charisma, is different than this animal's charisma. All of these animals have their own variety of charisma. Charisma, oh, boom. Love it. Charisma is the word of Neptune in Pisces because if you add mathematically the etymology of Pisces plus Aries, it's like magic and mystery and, being a little mysterious, plus that Aries outgoing personality, unique, this is me. You mush that together, you combine that, and you have charisma. I feel like that's a complete reading right there to feel comfortable diving into such brand new territory. I feel like there's going to be a lot of awkwardness. I feel like there's going to be a lot of gangly, teenage, puberty, weird in your own body energy, but embrace it because it's going to be this artistic, beautiful new expression. And you can let your charisma shine throughout the process and really claim it because that's the word for Aries season this year is claim it. And you can do that now because I know you know internally who you are. If you are a freaking fairy, then girlfriend, be a freaking fairy. That's what I've been saying a lot lately. Like, just own it, just claim it, stop denying it, stop suppressing it. Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag. Don't be afraid to scare people. It's going to give everyone else a permission slip to slip into their own beautiful skin and to express themselves. So, I love it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next transmission.